This is the URT. Welcome to the URT. Big up the URT. People, we're under the weather. We've got a horrible head cold, but we're still going live. We're still going live. Big up to everybody. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. You're welcome to the URT. Mr. Structure here. We're having it. We're having it. We're going to do a player profile of Sesko, and then we're going to hopefully try to report you the news, the latest news from the Baleba, the dream signing, the signing which I said I'll put the shades on if Manchester United pull it off. Yeah. Ineos playing with Manchester United fans' emotions like that. Absolutely dreadful. But we wish and pray they can get it done. And he's going to be a brilliant. Yeah, big up to Saeed and everybody doing a hate watch for the Chelsea. I just watched it. Yeah, Chelsea. My God, Chelsea. Chelsea just doing madness in terms of how many young players they've got. It's unbelievable. Team full of babies, man, but they're doing it. Everybody's out here looking to impress. And it looks incredible what Chelsea are doing. So big up Chelsea. Newly renowned world champions. You can't really hate on them. But yeah, Ten Hag, a lot of the criminality. This is a team that won the league maybe 2 years ago. Yes, granted that they have lost. How many players have they lost? Maybe 3, 4 they've lost. But yeah, Ten Hag crimes continues. But he'll probably win the German Cup or something like that. He'll pull something out of the hat. He'll pull something out of the rabbit hat. But yeah, big up to everybody. Sesko. Let's get into our friend Sesko. Sesko, are you happy? Are you happy we've got Sesko? Benjamin Sesko. Scout report, mate. Had it prepared. I've saved it on the drive. We've got it here. We're gonna get into him. Get into his stats, what he's good at, what he's not good at. But people, please smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Like we said, we're under the weather. I've got a mad head cold. My ears, my nose, my eyes, my head. You know how they say it. That vibranium forehead, East African forehead. He's doing it. We're on the black currant lemsip, people. We're on the black currant lemsip. Any remedies, people? Any remedies? When you got head cold, anything that can kick. It's Manchester Carnival this weekend. We're supposed to be out tomorrow all day raving. Sunday all day raving. Boy, oh boy. Like the universe is fighting against me, but I still believe in the universe. I still believe in Allah. Jim, I'm Mubarak to all my siblings worldwide. Big happy Friday to all my other siblings worldwide as well. Yeah, man, people like and subscribe. Let me just tell you where we are in terms of the subscription. I think we're about 30-something off. Let me just tell you where we are. Oh, we're 36 away from 500. So let's go. Let's go 500, people. We're 36 away from 13.5. Let's do it. Big up man like Fury. Big up to everybody, man. AC Milan. They're willing to pay initial 3.0. No, we don't want loan. We want a full 40 million for him. 40 million pounds. 40 mil. 40 mil. So what I'm trying to do is Garnacho for 40 mil, in for 40 mil. We just add another 10, 15, and then we get hopefully Baleba. I hope we can do that. If Baleba comes in, I told you the shades are coming out. That's how much I rate that kid. That is how much I rate that kid. I really rate that kid. I think the kid is a fantastic player. That kid is a fantastic player, man. And he will solve a lot of issues in our midfield. Will he show? Will he fix everything at Manchester United? No. But I can comfortably say I can watch Manchester United games, and I'm not seeing Manchester United get left wide open. I'm not going to see that. Yeah. Just Luani. Jump on if you're free. Jump on if you are free. Man like Luani. I want to hear what Luani's got to say, man. Like I said, I'm quite skeptical of Sesko. Every little helps. That the things are not available in Newcastle, so we can show you the memes are already out. I don't really feel about bantering Newcastle's fans, but some of them have been a bit embarrassing themselves, to be fair. Some of them have been embarrassing themselves, to be fair. So yeah, this is what we're at the moment. Every little helps. Sesko, every little helps, not available in Newcastle. That's the memes that are going on. Also, we'll get into today was the opening of Boston. So it was the opening of Carrington new training complex. Jim was about. We'll get hopefully some quotes from you for Jim. But yeah, this is what we're at, people. Every little helps, except for Newcastle. Big up, man, El Chico. Big up, man. Big up to all my Latin people, man, wherever they are in the world, man. Big up to all my people. But yeah, this is what we're on. Please smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, people. Yeah, we need a goalkeeper as well, 100%. 100%. Violet, you telling it. AC Milan are broke. Well, then there you go. We can't be dealing with broke teams. Baleba comes in, we get giddy at in. Yeah, I get giddy about that signing, yeah. Because I think he's a generational talent. But I don't want to I'm hoping and praying they can get it done. Man UFC sent a scout to watch Ricardo Matias. Inter's draw for the Menense on Wednesday. Another club interested in contract release clause, 65 million. Ricardo Mateus, okay. Big up, Ben. How you doing, fella?
Yes, big up, Nerdin. Big up, how are we? Are we well?
Mate, I'm on the lemsip, mate. I don't know if you can hear it, but I've got head cold, mate. My head's banging.
Hopefully you get better, bro. Send you internal healing, bro.
Yeah, big up to you, man. Big up to you. Big up, Ben. How's your day?
Yeah, man, it's good. Welcome, Sesko to Man United. Also, big up to Cristiano Ronaldo for calling out the Glazers and embarrassing them in front of live TV for Carrington, how a disgrace it is that, and big up, like I said, I hate them so much. Obviously, I hate Sir Jim. You know how I feel with Sir Jim, but you know you got to give credit where it's credit's due, and I can't lie. Carrington does look remarkable. It does look very, very good. Looks very it does look top class. I can't lie. And yeah, man. But I'm delighted with Sesko. I thought Sesko was going to take a wee bit longer. But nah, we've got the deal done. And yet again, bro, I'm not getting giddy. We still need Baleba. We still need a keeper. If we can get a keeper and Baleba, then we can talk. Well, big up anyway, everyone. Make sure you hit the likes and subscribe, people. Free Palestine.
Yeah, big up, Ben. Big up. Yeah. I'm just trying to find actually photos from the training ground. Carrington training ground. We'll just put Manchester. Yeah, Ben. I mean, obviously they had to be embarrassed into it. You know what I mean? Yep, that's crazy, isn't it?
Oh,
they had to be embarrassed into it, fixed him. Yeah.
I can send you the whole video, Nerdin, but you'll probably have to mute with the copyright. You just have to mute. That's all. But it shows the actual whole building. I can send you on Twitter.
I think I've got it here, Ben.
Oh, big up, bro. Big up.
I've got it here, so let me just get it out. Let me just get it on.
Are you going to the game tomorrow?
Nah, man, I don't feel that great.
Oh.
I'm on a lemsic, lad. I'm supposed to go to the game, yeah, but it's supposed to be Manchester Carnival.
Is that right? Yeah.
I'm supposed to be in an amazing time tomorrow. It's like the highlight for me. Highlight for me. Yeah, people. So.
At the most extreme altitude in the world.
So let's go, people. Let's go. Here we go.
Here we go. Is this your first time seeing it, Nerdin?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks phenomenal, bro. It looks phenomenal. I'll give them credit, but in the outside still.
I mean, this is what's expected, though. To have.
Facts. This is it. Yeah.
This is what's expected to one of the most iconic football clubs in the world.
The swimming pool looks lovely. Outstanding. It does look very, very good. And they have like a wee exercise pool beside it. You can see the guy running or jogging. Yep, there he is. But it's expected. We must have this, you know? It's embarrassing when we never had any of this like technology and shit.
Yeah.
Change the changing rooms as well. Does look very nice, man, I must say.
Will the women be able to use the facility? Or is it just the men's team?
I believe in the video they actually spoke about the women and the youth. Their building is literally opposite the men's, and their building's actually been completely redecorated too. But I don't know if, obviously, what your question, if women are allowed to come over to here. I'm pretty sure, presume they are, like, you know. Like, you know, everyone's part of a family, like, you know, of United. But it does look brilliant. This building, he does. I'll give him credit. Fitness suites, medical.
The medical. Yeah. We still got Dr. Death, though, haven't we, Ben?
I said this to Khalees, and Khalees was like, "No way, serious?" And I said, "Yep, Dr. Death is still here. Dr. Death is still here, man. Even after they said he's gone, this is a new cafeteria."
Well, staff are not allowed to eat anything, are they?
Yeah.
They're not allowed to eat anything. The players can eat what they want. Is it a drone? This is like a drone. How fast it's going?
I think so. I think so. Drone, yeah. It looks that drone, way. Yeah. I think that's the briefing. Yes. Yep.
Tactical briefing room. Back to the cafe.
Yep. I think they do show the
staff restaurant where they bring their own sandwiches in.
Yeah, this looks like it's just admin and offices.
Interesting, you can fly a drone like this. It's fascinating.
Yeah, it's amazing what technology can do.
Lounge.
This wee area looks nice. And I think this is the press conferences. No, is it? Yeah. This looks like the press conference. They've completely done all. Yeah, they've completely all done that. And big up to Fergie, by the way. As you can see in that we circle plaque there, they did a memory plaque for Kathy, at Carrington, and they posted a wee plaque. I don't know where you can see. Yep.
Yeah, big up to Kathy Phillips, man. Rest in eternal peace.
Yep.
55 years of service. And they tried to cut her 2 tickets to her family. They're using her name. Let me just reload this bit here. They're using her name in memory of Kathy, 55-year service. But then they wanted to cut her two tickets to her children. They wanted to cut it. Damn.
Harrison. But man, nah. Yeah, rest in peace, man. But you just gotta give credit where credit's due. Like, you know, if we don't know if, say, for example, if Ineos never were wanted, you know, they never bought into the club. I don't believe the Glazers would ever have done this. I think they would have let Carrington rot to hell, just like they are.
No, we give credit. We give credit. We want them out. We give them out. We want them out.
But I'm still Ineos out, man. I'm still Ineos.
But we give them credit. At least they saw that it was because of Cristiano Ronaldo embarrassed them all. That they were like, oh, we need to do something. And they did something about it. But yeah, big up to Atonement. He says, every little helps. I just put it on before. I don't know if you saw that. Sesko,
I've seen it.
You know, Sesko is available for, big up to him. Big up to every one of you. Please smash a like. Subscribe to the channel if
All
you're not
people.
already subscribed. Yeah, and I think that video showed that Manchester United training ground looks quite good. We've got to be a bit impressed with that. Training ground looks good. And I just want to go to Sesko before we break it right down. So let's get into this. The reason why Sesko is here is because of this fella called Vival.
Well, yeah.
Vival. Benjamin Sesko. So he's the head, this guy here, Vival. He's the head of Manchester United recruitment, like head of director of, recruitment.
Yes.
Benjamin Sesko and Tuesday Manchester United. I've known Vival for a long time. We would keep in touch from time to time, and he would congratulate me when I scored a special goal. And suddenly I get a call from him in the middle of the June. My head was already in Manchester. So that's the first quote we're getting from Benjamin Sesko. So yeah, let's dive in a little bit into him, what type of player he is. Benjamin Sesko, let's get into him a little bit actually. So Benjamin Sesko is the young, highly rated Slovenian. He's Slovenian striker. He was at IP Leipzig. Before that, he was at Salzburg. So Salzburg in Austria. And all of them are owned by Red Bull, basically. Yeah. Red Bull owns Red Bull clubs. So what he's known for is powerful physique, impressive pace. He's supposed to be a clinical finisher. Especially on the one-on-one, he's supposed to be really good on the one-on-one. But in the aerial duels, he's supposed to be really good. I think he was 4th in Germany last season for the amount of headed goals. We've not had a striker who likes to head the ball for a long, long time. So really, really looking forward to it. In terms of physicality and pace, Sesko's tall, strong striker, exceptional pace for his size, making him dangerous threat both in transition and attacking duels. Finishing is critical finisher, capable of scoring various situations, including one-on-one encounters, volleys, long-range strikes. He also excels in aerial duels. Sesko is intelligent of the ball movement, ability to run behind. Defense makes him constant to the opposing back lines. Well, that's good because we need that. We need a striker who can make runs in behind because we need to give space to Mbermo and Cunha and our other players. Work rate, willing runner, both without the ball, making him valuable asset to press and counter-attacking situations. He's an aggressive player. He takes on defenders to make things happen. Areas of development. Sesko will drop to initiate counter-attacks. His passing accuracy, decision-making, create passing to him could be improved. Well, that's a big thing because in the Premier League, you're not going to get any time to be able to do it. So you have to, your first touch, everything else has to be great. So this is what we're saying. So we're looking at all the positives and the groans. So he needs to work on his passing situation and creative passing. Hold up, physical attributes, effective, can hold up play. He could improve an ability to shield the ball, to distribute deep. And that's the thing that I was talking about. In the games where I've watched him, he finds that really difficult. I don't want to be negative, but here we give pros and cons. That's what we're doing. We're going into it. So 2 things: creating passing situations and physical attributes to hold up the ball. I mean, he's a unit. He's 6'5". He should be able to shield the ball. Yeah. But at times he's not that great at it. What do you think about that, Ben? Because we want to give, we want to give the truth that areas of improvement. He can hold up play, needs to be improved, especially in the Premier League, and bringing other people into play needs to be improved.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to Sesko, man, he wasn't my number 1 choice. It would have been Mateta or Watkins.
Neither am I.
But do you know what, man? Like in terms of the pros for Sesko, he has a wonderful weak foot. He's good striking the ball. His first touch is levels ahead of Højlund. So these are pros. And another thing is I always like having a striker who's very, very good aerial duels in the air because I think we're missing that in the past few years. I think the last time we've had a striker who's very, very good aerial duels was Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and Zlatan scored a few headers, you know, at Man United. So these are good signs and good positives from Sesko. I do believe when it comes to linking up the play, I've watched a bit of him. I can't say I watched a lot of him, but when I watched a bit of him, especially at the internationals, you know, he can link the play up with with the rest of the team, with the rest of the attackers. But 100%, I agree with you, man. It needs to be improved. But do you know what, man? I'm not taking any away from any harm from the kid. You know, he's still a young guy. Yes, Manchester United is not a development, you know, club. We do tend to ruin talent a lot. But man, let's see. Let's give him. You know, he's got physical. I don't worry about his physicality. I don't think he'll be on the fucking floor half the time like Rasmus Højlund. And yeah, man, like, you know, there's definitely, in my opinion, there's definitely more pros and cons than for Sesko. But we just got to give him the support, and you know, we got to get behind him because he's still a kid. And let's see if Vivel can, you know, produce something, because you know, I think someone said he signed Haaland, and look where Erling Haaland is now. So we just gotta give him the support. The United fans, the whole United fan base just need to get behind him, and we go from there, man.
Yeah, definitely. I think we need to have some patience with him, 100%. I think patience is going to be the biggest thing, because, and one thing that our fan base doesn't, Ben, is patience. But we hope that the pressure would be on the 2 seasoned pros, which is in Cunha and in Bermo, and that hopefully he'll just, you know, adapt to playing in the Premier League and adapt to being in the UK and in England. Yeah, I'm being too harsh and negative, but if Sesko kind of reminds me of a young Andy Carroll. His physical presence, but his close control, dribbling, passing, link-up play isn't that good. Very raw. No, 100%. Aspect of it is raw. I don't know what people are talking about.
I think his dribbling's not bad. I just think
his dribbling's not bad, but the Premier League, you don't get time and space.
Facts. Yeah, 100%, man.
Pitch.
And the one thing as well, Nerd, and the one con I really don't like from Sesko, and this is why I didn't really want him. It's not because of, you know, him linking up with the play. You know, I think he can develop with that. I think Amram and some of the other coaches can like implement that tactic into him. I think the issue with Sesko is how many touches he gets at the opposition box, and it's not good at all, Nerd. And if you look at the stats compared to Mateta, Watkins, the touches in the opposition box is nowhere near good enough, Nerdin. It's really not, and you need that for number 9, because it, you know, it'll give him confidence. You know, his mentality will be, you know, if it was high, like, you know, he can go for a shot and goal. You know, we need our strikers to be super. What's that word? Selfish. We just need them to be very selfish, and I think that's what we've been missing in the last few years since Ibrahimovic. Ibra was a very selfish striker, but we know what Ibrahimovic could do. So he needs to be selfish when he has the ball, and just go for goal, bro. You know, test the keeper out, man. That's what we've got to do, man, with these number 9s. We've got to test the keeper out, link up with Cunha and Bumo. That's what's given me a lot of positive, though, Nerding, with this signing, is because we've got Bumo and we've got Cunha. You know, these two players probably have under more pressure than Sesko, because, you know, they're the star signings. Like, no one really thinks Sesko's a star signing. He's just a young kid.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No, 100%. This is the thing, and we can't put too much pressure on him. Genuinely, we need to get him to adapt to the Premier League. The difference between him and Højlund, the situation totally different. Højlund was thrust in at the deep end without any really experienced support around him or players around him. So that's why it laid bare. That first season, I actually think he did really well. Second season, he got absolutely the pressure, and he got played to death. So, genuinely, I mean, would you keep Rasmus as well, or would you get rid of him to fund Baleba?
No. Yeah, get rid of him. And I heard you earlier on, 40 million. You would sell him for, and I think there's a report out there they want to loan him out with the salary covered. I think it was £5 million for the loan plus the salary cover. Look, it'd be amazing if we could sell him for 40 million. But you know what? See, when it comes to loan, Nerding, I think it's not the worst option because we've seen what Anthony can do at Real Betis. I think Anthony's price tag has increased when he was at Real Betis. So I think going to AC Milan as a loan, it's not the worst case scenario. It's not what I would favor. Obviously, I'd want him to be sold. I think it's the best for both sides. But if he goes to AC Milan and he thrives, nerd, and he does so well, and he comes back, other clubs and other countries in the world, leagues are going to be wanting a guy like Rasmus Højlund if he does well. Touch wood if he does, but you just gotta give him the benefit of the doubt and just hopefully he can thrive in another league, just like Rashford. It's a similar situation with Rashford. But I would sell him. I would sell him, but if we can't, then a loan definitely for me. I wouldn't keep him.
Do you not think that it keeps us short if he was to get injured? Do you not think that? Or do you think Zersky, you're happy with Zersky, or sometimes maybe in Burma or Cunha to be able to go up front? Do you think we've got enough cover?
The thing is, we're only playing one game a week, plus the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. And if we were in the Europa League or Champions League or Conference League, then 100% I probably would be in for keeping them. But if Sesko gets injured, we've got Xerxes. If Xerxes and Sesko get injured, why not play Bruno as a false nine? Like, even though I'm not biggest fan of Bruno, or Mason Mount, play Mason Mount in the false nine, or Obi Martin. Yes, Obi Martin is still a young player, and we don't want to put any pressure on the kid. But just start feeding him into the games, Nerd. I think these FA Cup games and Carabao Cup games, I think they could be crucial for Obi. So
coming up the last 20 minutes of game.
Yes, 100%, man, 100%. It's the same with Fredrickson. People are saying, yes, I 100% agree. I think we need another centre back this summer, but I don't think that's going to happen. But we've got Fredrickson there. He can cover for the Carabao Cup games, the FA Cup. You got two players there, man, that can they can start to come in. And we can't forget about Sekou Kone, for the midfield. But we've got a lot of talent there, from the youth that they, I think it's time for them to step up into the first team. So yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting, Ben. We've had a couple of people come back at you basically saying he's played out wide as a number 10. That's why his touches in the box are not as in the stat, because he's played for Leipzig. They had another striker. He played towards the left-hand side as a number 10. That's why he's not been in the box as much. But let's have a look at some of his other stats quickly, people. Big up to everybody. Please smash a like or subscribe to the channel. Are you giddy? Are you happy about the new training ground we just showed you? Go and check out some of the stuff. We give credit where credit's due, people. But yeah, let's just dive into some of the numbers. So here we go. Expected goals.
Shooting's very good.
Shots on target. Quite good. Assist is not bad, actually. 5. Yeah. Successful passes. Not that bad. The best thing about him is his dribbling, actually.
Dribbling. Backs.
Yeah, successful dribbles, 39. But that's in the league. That's very transitional. So in the Premier League, I expect this to drop because you have to be really on the ball. The thing about him is that you can look at these stats, but that's in conjunction to that league and how that league is. Yeah, that league is totally different. Yeah,
it looks very good. I'm really more like what I see down there, aerial duels. That is what I'm hoping for, because Zlatan, when we bought Zlatan, we bought like an absolute monster. Like, I think he scored 27, 28 goals that season he joined United. He was outstanding.
Yeah. So this is what this tells you, but you have to take it with a pinch of salt, people. You have to take that into consideration. This is the German league, the most transitional league in world football. It's crazily transitional. We hope for him. Big up Jamie Wayne is saying, yeah, we need to back him. 100%. We'll back any player that comes to Manchester United. We hope and pray. You know what I mean? It's on the thigh. We hope and pray that he makes, he succeeds. He gets off the ground running. I think getting an early goal in the early games with his starts, that would be really good for him. It's always good for the confidence for young strikers. But yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens with him. But the only difference between him and Rasmus is that Rasmus came into a chaotic Manchester United and he was thrown at the deep end. And you had a coach like Ten Hag who played him to death. And actually, Rasmus, even remember the FA Cup final coming on, he looked better coming on in games. When you take him out of that, that's what young players need. And I really hope that he's taking out Sesko. If he's struggling, you take him out for a couple of games, bring him back in. That's the type of thing that he needs. He needs a proper developmental plan. I'm not going to lie to you, Ben. I watched Chelsea. Boy, oh boy, have they got riches in young players, man. And somebody was saying there, Gittins. No, why would they want Sancho when they got Gittins and they got all these wide guys? They got the Brazilian kid up at Ilson. They got, what are they doing with all these wide guys? Why are they hoarding all these young players? Do you think they're hoarding them so that they can sell them on so that they don't get caught with PSSR? Do you think that's what's happening?
Did just before I get on to that, did Chelsea beat that baldy fraud Ten Hag's team?
Yeah, 1 second. Andrew, are you free now? Send me a message on X and I'll send you the link. Are you free now? Come on, if you want to come on. Big up Andrew.
Big up Andrew. All he did, 2-0 to Chelsea. I just say check that.
It was on TV, you know, it was on Channel 5.
I seen that. I was just on my way back from work. And then obviously I went straight and get my dinner and then I seen that you were going live, nerding. But
I just wanna tell that Tolman, he's had a preseason. He's already had some games with RB Leipzig already. So he has played some games. Go ahead.
Good. Yeah, when it comes to Chelsea, 100%, it's more of a tactic on their behalf. You know, they're buying these young players. Like, their squad's bloody humongous, so it is. And I think that this is exactly what they're trying to do. Trying to do like a wee bit like what Brighton are doing. You know, they buy these young players. You know, they give them a few, seasons at the club, and then they try and sell them on to what they bought them for. You know, it's basically, that's how I see it, But you just got to give credit where it's credit's due, man. Like, they've got fabulous owners, Todd Bowley. And, yeah, man, I've got nothing. Like, Chelsea are one of the clubs I can never, ever talk about because, they're just doing phenomenal right now, in terms of their transfers. Right. They've got, I still remember the day where Man United were linked to Caicedo for £5 million, and he went to Brighton. Then Chelsea now have him, and this is why people are saying, why are we buying Baleba for 90 million? But man, we've seen what Brighton produce in terms of these young players, and this is the opportunity to not only set a statement for Man United, but to set a statement for all these top 6 teams to look over their shoulder. I think big up Andy Tate. Andy Tate summed up very well. I want this season, even though I hope this season goes well for us, but I want all these top teams nerding to look over their shoulders and say, wow, Man United have bought Baleba. We need to start looking over our shoulders because these boys are about to come back, and try and win, the Premier League, the Champions League, go beat the United way again, But that's my views on Chelsea, and I'm glad Chelsea beat that bold fraud, Ten Hag, disgrace, man. He put us in this mud, man. I will never forgive him that, man. He put us in this mud. You're on mute.
That's crazy, Ben. Yeah, well, yeah, definitely. He definitely did. Andrew, send me a message on X. Can you send me a message on X? Andrew, send me a message on X, man. What's wrong with you? If you can hear me, send me a message on X. That guy, Red Devil, you can see it there. Underneath. Send me a message. I'll send you the link. Yeah, people, please smash a like. We've not even got 100 likes yet. We are, 35 minutes into the show. We haven't even got likes yet. I don't need to be here, people. Trust me, I've got a blinding headache. I'm on the Lemsip. I'm on the turmeric ginger tea. You know what I mean?
Love that, man.
All the fluids. That's what I'm on, people. So the least you could do is smash a like.
Come on, people.
Smash the like, people. Because I don't need to be here. I promise you, I should be in bed with a laptop watching, getting on Netflix, chilling out. I'm confident that Arsenal game, attack really quality. Do not expect the front three or upgrade. I think we'll get Baleba. Well, what gives you confidence? We'll move on to that in a minute. But people,
That's mad. Where's Boumbaye? We need him.
Boumbaye, unfortunately, I've texted him. I thought he can come and gloat, but unfortunately, he's not about. He's not about. Boumbaye is not about. Yeah.
He's well.
He's definitely not.
Yeah, congrats to Scott, man. Congrats to Scott. I still think we sold Scott McTominay too cheap. 20 million is, I mean, when you think about it, it's a bargain. It's a complete bargain.
I've sent you the link, Andrew. You got the link. I've sent it to you now, bro. I've sent it. Jump on. Yeah, I mean, we congratulate him. We really do congratulate him. He's an academy graduate. It's just the way that Manchester United used him was not in the best position.
No.
He scored, 15 goals or something like that? He had a couple of assists.
Something like that.
So, yeah, congratulations to Scott McTominay. We wish him well. I wish everybody well. Honestly, I wish every player. God 100%. Knows how difficult it is to try to succeed at Manchester United, which is sometimes it's not even a flipping. I rate Munoz. Yeah, Muniz. Yeah, I rate him 100%.
Fulham, isn't he? Fulham.
Yeah, he's at Fulham. Yeah, but I rate him. Apparently, he said no to Newcastle. Or he said somebody was trying to get him. Somebody was trying to sign him. But I really rate him. Yeah, I think he is compatible to what Manchester United are trying to build because he's strong, holds up the ball, get the ball out of his feet, gets in the box. He's really good in the air as well. But I'll have to go with Sesko. Big up Fred Hebbett. Wayne, if we lose, we'll be the first one to shout. I'm confident they'll win. Yeah, we're talking about the Arsenal game. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Baleba plus a lone midfielder will be successful transfer window. Jump on, mate. Jump on. Waiting for you, Andrew. Jump on. Big up Rants. Hope you're well, King. Nah, mate, listen. Not hearing that, lad. Not hearing no Radcliffe.
I watched Rants earlier.
Yeah, big up to you, though. I hope you're well, King.
Big up Rants.
It's going to be very interesting to see. Baleba, for me, the shades will come out if you sign Baleba because that's how much I rate that kid. I think he's a transformational footballer. I think he's a generational talent with the way he plays. So I think there's certain players that in the spine of a football team that can transform the way the team plays. He's that type of player. So if he came, boy oh boy, and they signed the goalkeeper, I would have to give them a clap. Definitely, they'll get a clap from me. I still want them out in the long term, though. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
Because I think Manchester United need to go back to winning the big trophies. The only way, to me, Ineos can win these, they do the double. If we win the Champions League and we win the league, then I'll be all Jim. I'll be twerking for Jim, no problem. I'll get the pole out. I'll install the pole. But big up to you, lad. Big up Rants. Make sure you check his channel out, people. Make sure you check out his watch along, especially the Arsenal. The way he kills the Arsenal fans. No other United fan slaughters Arsenal fans more than Rants, honestly. I just tune in just for the jokes.
And good luck to Rants, by the way, in the boxing.
Oh yeah, it's a fight. It's a fight this weekend.
Yeah.
Man. Good luck.
Good
luck, Rants, man. Yeah. Good luck for the fight, man. I know somebody in Cardiff, innit? Big up to my guy, though. I hope it goes well. Jordan will soon be gassing over this team. Glazing. Glossing over the team. Pick up Ian Fontaine. Always there. Baleba is one of a kind. Yeah, 100% he is. He is one of a kind. 100%. Ashley Young is at Ipswich. Wow. Big up to Ashley Young. You're the 23rd. Big up to Rants, man. Yes, King. Yeah, man. Big up on the fight, bro. Getting in the ring, man. Some of the that's boxing is probably the most honest sport in the world, mate. Yeah. Getting in the ring 100%. With somebody and punching this, the soul out of each other, man. It's so honest. So I respect boxers, man. But yeah, big up, King. Big up. Big up on love. Baleba is a complete player with pace, power, attacking, defending technique, aerial pass. Yeah, he's everything.
Everything.
He's everything. Big up to Andrew Ellis. Andrew Ellis is about.
Hello.
How you doing, Andrew?
I'm all
Up,
good.
Andre.
Yourself? You get yourself?
Yeah,
All
we're
good,
good,
bro,
bro.
all good.
We're good, Andrew.
How positive are you about the transfer so far?
I am not that positive. I mean, I'm happy with Mbermo. I'm happy with Cunha, but for me, we've not sold the midfield. I'm quite skeptical about Sesko. Even in Germany, he's quite raw. Raw attributes. Can he take it up a next level? Would he have the time to develop? Do we have a developmental plan for him? Is he better than Rasmus? Yes, he's better than Rasmus, but how good is he? The Premier League, you get found out, man. You get found out, you get packed in the Premier League. You get wrapped up in a split, mate. That's what happens to you. But yeah. So I'm going to hopefully pray and support him and think that hopefully he can make it. But if they were to get Baleba, this transfer window for me is a 4 right now. You get Baleba and it goes up to 7. I get the goalkeeper, it goes up to 8.
8, yeah.
Because I do believe Baleba is a transformational footballer. But go ahead, Andrew. What about you? Same question to you.
I'm the same as you because I feel like we need a goalkeeper. We need 2.
Facts.
We need 2 because I don't rely on Heaton. I can't rely on him for number 2. And also, I need a wing back as well.
Facts.
Because
Yeah.
Dalot is not the man because he's going to play Dalot over the other 2. So that's why we need another wing back. Centre back, centre forward, one more centre forward. So when Højlund goes, we need another one anyway. But I want him to be an inside forward. I don't want him to be a centre forward. So like a free transfer, like a Vardy. Something like that. After we get Sesko in. Because Zerski's going to get injured. You just know it. So.
Yeah, 100%.
What do you think? What do you think anyway?
What do I think? I think that, yeah. Big up at Rance. Rance says, Ad Baleba is a 9 and a keeper is a 10. Why knows? Bro,
and also, we should get a lone midfielder.
Yeah,
5 Simons, man.
I finished 15th. These man took me to 15th, man. Places where I've never been in my whole life. I've never been 15th in my life, Manchester United.
Me too.
Drop that I had to go to the stadium to watch, King, you shouldn't have seen it. So these man, like I said, the only way innings can ever turn me around is if they deliver a Champions League and then if they do the double, then I'm like I said, Paul comes out, I'm twerking.
Yeah,
big up Lesso. Big up Lesso, talk to me, man. Sesko, you rate him, obviously. Talk to us. Tell us a bit about Sesko, man. Big up to everybody. Please smash a like and get involved in the poll. We're asking the question, will Manchester United be patient with Sesko? Obviously, he's coming in with the pressure's going to be on Mbermo and Cunha mainly. So he's coming in a different. Big up to Tactical Devils. Big up to Jarvis. Jarvis, if you're free, jump on, no problem. If you're not. But yeah, it's a different circumstance because I think that Rasmus, regardless what you think of him, I think you can all admit that he's been thrown in the deep end. But Sesko, hopefully, can come in. The fan base can be patient. We've got a developmental plan for him and that he can improve. But go ahead, Lesso, talk to me.
Big up to the panel. And yeah, big up to the chat. And yeah, I mean, this is the guy that I actually thought was the best available, to be honest, right now. And it would be a no-brainer to not get him, to be honest. So I'm expecting him to obviously, like I say, with him, I think it's not the pressure of him scoring about 20 goals or something of that sort, because he has more to his game than just goals. So, he's got the hold-up play. He's very powerful running with the ball close to his feet. He's a good dribbler. He goes past players. If you look at his take-ons, like I say, very, very few strikers actually, can take on and beat their players so many times as he has done, if you look at the stats anyways, and if you look at his game. So he's not just bringing, those powerful goals, and, he's not just, like I say, if you need him to be a box striker, he can be a box striker. If you need him to be someone who can carry the ball and involve other players in the game, bring in players like Mbeumo and Cunha into the game, is that type of player as well. So I'm not really worried in the terms of the pressure thing, because he backs himself. He's a player that is very he's a bit quite experienced. He's not really inexperienced as much as people think he is. He has played at international level. He's accumulated over 40 caps for his international side, and he has played a lot of European and club football. So, unlike your Højlund, who had only burst onto the scene in that first season, and then he landed the move to Manchester United the following season. He has a bit of more experience. He's got more in his game that is more suited to how we want to play. Honestly, it's a win-win, to be honest. If it doesn't work out, you can still sell him because he's got age on his side as well. And it's kind of those mitigating around the risks factors, in the resale values and all those are accounted for. So I'm happy with the move. I'm just hoping that we can beyond this move, we can go on and sign a midfielder, and as well as get a goalkeeper if we can, and then that's no excuses anymore for the manager as well. He has to step up now, because he's more or less got almost everything, if not everything, that he needs. It's not about what he wants, it's what he needs, all in all. So, with the players and the personnel that we've acquired, I expect even if he fails, Amorim, the next manager will be able to use and utilize the talent that is already there at the football club. So, we have to give credit to the guys that we don't like with Ineos so far, and what they've done. We have to be fair. So, even with the training ground, what they did with the training ground, it will help. It will help. It will greatly help.
But they've been shamed into it. But let's be right. They got shamed into it because of Ronaldo. Let's be right. We like to thank Cristiano Ronaldo.
I think it's more or less, to be honest, it's more of the Glazers than Ineos, to be honest, that were shamed. I think Ineos obviously understand, if you want to acquire high performance, you have to have the facilities to do so. So the Glazers were the ones who didn't think that there was any need of such a thing, because I don't know where their head was at, or whether they were doing money laundering or whatever they were busy with. But yeah, we have to give credit to them. But it's about consistency. Let's see what we do going forward, honestly. Big up.
Definitely. Big up to Leso. Yeah. I mean, I agree. I think that you, Luwani, I think you really rate him. I want Andrew, do you rate Sesko? Do you think he's a good player?
I call him Tesco because he's useless, man. honestly. I watched him against Real Madrid. I watched him against Real Madrid, and he had 9 1-on-1s and missed the target on every single time. I watched that game when he played against them away, when he had 9 chances to score against Real Madrid. You watch that away game against Real Madrid again when Sesko was playing, and you'll see, right, he's finishing, needs work. That's all. His build-up play, brilliant, but in front of goal, not so. I
think you can learn. I really think that you can learn. I really think you can learn to finish better. I really think you can put the hard yards in and learn.
I hope he proves me wrong, but I don't think he's that good. That's just me in front of goal.
Okay.
But he does strike the ball like Zlatan, though. I'll give him that. He does strike the ball well.
Yeah.
But he scores spectacular goals, but not tap-ins.
No, we need tap-ins. You need to vary.
He don't do tap-ins, trust me. All these all goals is all outside the box or volleys, but he never ever scores tap-ins. I've never seen him score tap-ins yet.
To be fair, I've seen him score a lot of tappings for, especially when he plays in the number 9 for Slovenia.
Okay.
I've seen him be.
But for Leipzig,
Yeah.
no.
To be fair, Leipzig, he didn't play as the main striker, didn't he? He played as more of the left and as a number 10. And that's why his touches in the box is not there. But one of the things he did say when we did the scouting report on him, he did say, and it was earlier on the show, people, if you want to rewind people, he said that he's actually quite good at getting in between the centre halves and making the run on the shoulder, making runs off the ball. He's good at coming to the ball and holding the ball up. But he has to improve because the Premier League, you don't get any time whatsoever. You're not getting any time whatsoever in the Premier League. So you have to, everything needs to be neat and tidy. Everything. Your first touch, everything has to be close. Everything has to be. But in terms of goal scoring, for me, I'm one of these fans, and I keep saying it again till the cows come home, that I am not looking at strikers to only score goals. What I'm asking a striker is, what else are you contributing to the game? Let's say you're not scoring. What else are you contributing to the team? How are you playing as part of a team? Are you contributing? Are you making unselfish runs? Are you dragging defenders away? Are you coming to the ball, holding up? Are you assisting? You know, are you getting 7 out of 10 weekly, even when you don't score? That's what I want. Yo, Rance, if you're still there, bro, I'll send you the link. No problem.
His build-up play, yeah, Nuruddin, I've always said this, is very good. But it's just his goal scoring. Everything else he's good at. His build-up play, bringing people in, he's good at that. But when it comes to scoring, he's not. So that's my sort of player. I like link-up players as well as scoring. That's why I like Martial very much, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
facts.
people who got technique. To be fair, I really liked, out of them, Ekatike is the one that I thought maybe.
Same.
Yeah, Ekatike is technically sound.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
But we didn't get him. So.
You have
Yeah.
similar stats to GTK as well. That's cool.
Yeah.
So
Big up to Windy. Windy says, why are Newcastle fans so desperate to be our rivals? United fans don't pay any attention to what's happening at Newcastle. They're like that needs to be waved away. I mean, they've always been like that, to be fair. They've always tried to make it out like where they're, you know what I mean, where their guys. Nordin, the guy said that Madrid is taking an absolute. I checked again, only had one shot. No, there was lots of different opportunities because I saw the highlights of that game as well. He was missing chances, football son. Trust me, he was missing chances and he was dropping as well. I don't want Sesko, but I believe there's a reason why he's rated highly by all these scouts around the world. Okay, that's what I'm saying. We're happy to be proven wrong. But anyway, people, let's move on to Baleba. I'm here to talk about Baleba. I'll talk about him every day. How realistic, then, do you think Manchester United can do this deal? Because anybody who's moaning about how much he cost, I'll pay 150 million for that kid. That's how much I rate him. I don't care. It's 130, 140. I don't give a damn. Because I actually think he is worth every fucking penny. We spent 90 or 80 something million on Anthony, 80 million on Maguire, spent 70 something million on Sancho, who never had a chance, to be fair. He never had a full run on chance.
Right.
Spent 70 something million on Rasmus. So spending another like 50 million to get this kid, I'll do it like that, mate. Are you taking the piss? One thing I will say, apparently I saw reports that City tried to get in the race. I promise you, if Manchester United don't sign him this summer, next summer, he will be snapped up by Liverpool, Arsenal, or Chelsea, or City. He will not be there for another season. Mark my words. He'll be snapped up. He will be snapped up. So, Baleba, is the money too much? The price is set. Apparently, they want 104 million. That's what they want, apparently. The price is set. Are you willing to pay that money? Sorry.
Well, you know, this is this signing is a chance for Ineos really to like put out a statement for not only just for any of the fans that are against Ineos, but also to all the other top 6, top 5 clubs out there in the Premier League. And do I believe that they can get it done? I'm about 30% probably yes, like 30% out of 100%. I do think it's going to be a difficult deal to do. But he's everything we need, and I think
why is it a difficult deal to do? Why? Just pay the money.
Because no. I think it's a difficult deal because Brighton know that our midfield is fucking dreadful. So I reckon that they'll say, right, they'll do like maybe like what a fucking surely they hung Casino out to dry like for several weeks. They said, right, here you go, Chelsea and Liverpool, because it was Chelsea and Liverpool that were in for Casino, 105 million. One I think it was Liverpool or Chelsea bid it in first, and they said no, actually, do you know what? We'll increase his price to 125 million or 115 million. The chat can tell me how much you Casado went for the exact price. I just think this transfer will run the clock down straight down to deadline day. As long as it gets done. If you're a big club, you'd spend 105 million. If you're a big club, and Man United should be paying that fucking wage, bro, because that money, because in this market right now, there isn't that many midfielders out there that we should probably go and get. There's maybe Warden from Crystal Palace. There's Stiller, who I'm a big fan of, from Stuttgart. He's available. And another big one, Nerd, I spoke to you about it before. Sevilla, French international, Lucien Agume. He should be on Man United's radar. But if you're a big club, you need to be getting the best of the best. And Baleba is the best player on this market right now, along with Adam Morton. If not, if Brighton are fooling you and taking the piss out of you, move to Crystal Palace. Move to Crystal Palace. Don't just sit there and fucking wait. So this is a chance to Jason Wilcox and fucking Christopher Vivell to prove something and actually put a statement out there for all the rest of the big top clubs. So that's where I'm at. I hope we do get Baleba, but I'm not confident at the moment, man, because it's not even that I don't believe that Man United will put £104 million bid for him. I do believe we would, but the problem is, Nerdin, and I've said it so many times in the past streams, where's the outgoings? Yes, Garnacho has been linked to Chelsea, right? Who else? We're looking about Højlund going to AC Milan on loan. That's not good enough, man. What about Sancho? What about Anthony? There's all these players that still need to be fucking sold, man. So, we just need to fucking just step up our game in terms of the outgoings, man. And that's where I'm at, man.
Yeah, big up. This is the latest news. It's saying here, Manchester United are maintaining contact with the agents of Carlos Baleba. At the moment, the deal is still really complicated. Brighton have no intention to sell, would require a big fee. United made their move. They're calm. That's the latest result. But we don't need to be calm. We need to get this guy, man. Manchester United needs to go and get this guy. Go ahead, Andrew. Are you asked about how much did United spend on him? People, have we got 100? Our target is 150 likes. Mods, get on it. Jamie, get on it. Let's get the likes to 150 likes ASAP.
I wanted Baleba before we got the other players in, because I said we needed midfielders for 5 years. When was the last time we had a decent midfield? Since Pogba, Matic, Herrera.
Yep.
That's the last time we had a good midfield. And ever since then, we've been neglecting it. And then go for other positions we don't even need. Like, you know what I mean? This is why Baleba and someone like a Barella is a sort of signing we need. A statement. We need a statement to get the other rival shook. And because our midfield gets dominated week in, week out, it must be annoying. Like, for you guys to go to the ground every week and see our midfield getting dominated by small teams like Nottingham Forest or Bournemouth, Brighton. It's embarrassing how every other team in the league's got midfield bar us. This is why I'll get Baleba, but I'll do like a 90 million up front, 10 million, 15 million add-ons. Let's give them that and then give them a player in return. Like a Mainu on loan or something like that.
Oh, don't like that now.
Like a Mainu on loan.
Mason Mount, maybe
Yeah,
Mason Mount.
Mason Mount even, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. Give them a play in return.
Yeah, maybe, but I won't give them Mainu. I think Mainu gets unlocked if he plays next to Baleba. Go ahead.
No, because I'm worried about this manager. Though. He doesn't develop players well.
But even still, to be honest with you, Andrew, Ruben Amorim's like the least of my worries right now. If Ruben's sacked, you know, if you get Xavi, if you get De Zerbi's going to be absolutely over the moon to work with Baleba, with Mainu, with Yoro, you know, all these players. So it's more so that the incomings, like, we're actually signing the right players for the future of Man United. That's why
Yeah,
I'm
true,
liking
true.
how we're approaching. Like, we're not signing players for Ruben Amorim. We're signing players that for the club, for Manchester United, and they can play in
That's
a
what we
variety
wanted.
of systems.
That's what we wanted.
You know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so
true. That's true.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree.
definitely. Big up
I
yourself,
firmly
bro.
agree.
Go
I
ahead,
firmly
Sesko.
agree with as well with Andrew's concerns as well in terms of the manager. But like I said, even in the previous show, that we're not signing for the manager, we're signing for the football club entirely. So that's
To
at
be fair,
least gives me.
all signings go to the person who signs all players, and it's in the photos. Just to interrupt there a minute, less so. It's Wilcox. It's not with Ruben. Go ahead.
Yeah, so as a result, I'm not really worried about the integration because even when the manager is not here, he'll be able to obviously be fully integrated. Obviously, there's a plan in how they want these players fully integrated and developed. It's not a thing where now we're just signing for the sake of signing. They have been looking at these players. Even like I said, even with Sesko, it wasn't a one-time thing where they just looked at him now and then. He was thoroughly scouted, throughout. And apparently, we actually wanted to sign him ahead of Zexi. So when we signed Zexi instead, so that's how I'm looking at it. That the club is now moving in the direction whereby they're thoroughly scouting people and they know how they would want to integrate these players because they've seen how we've conducted our business in the past. Where we were just buying players for the sake of the names and or whether the player is the obvious target or this or that. It's about now building a very strong core team, a team with a lot of energy, a lot of technical ability as well on the ball. We've been lacking that, and and you look at the signings that we're going for. It's people who are powerful, who are good on the ball, who are young, and and as well who have great potential and the right attitude as well. That's the most important thing. And your Baleba is a generational talent sort of thing. You look at him, you look at Lenny Yoro, they both come from Lille, both played together at Lille as well. And they're very young but yet matured in the way they play football. So for me, it would be a steal if we get him. It would send a very huge statement to the rivals because I've seen most of them are crying. They're wondering. They think that we're busy with some money laundering thing that we're doing or anything illegal that we're doing now because they're scared now because we're getting the right players in. And even if Amorim is there and he fails, the next manager is going to do well with the players that we have, regardless, anyways. So our midfield, if we can sort out our midfield, I think we're almost there as a football club because that's the nucleus of the team. We've been lacking there, and most of these clubs have been dominating us. And I still think they still will be dominating us in midfield because this manager still doesn't believe in playing through the midfield. So as a result, that may be his problem, his downfall, because you now got a midfielder who's actually can pick up the ball, can run with it, can even come up with goals as well. We forget that Baleba can play as an 8. He does make late runs into as well outside the box. I've seen a lot of goals that he scored outside the box. He's a good. It's one of his good attributes. He can shoot, he can strike the ball outside the box. So it's one of the things we're going to look for going forward. And yeah, I'm just hoping honestly that we can get rid of Bruno end of maybe next summer. And
Yes.
and we bring in a midfielder that
Got
can
to get rid of him
complement.
now.
Facts.
We're not
Yep.
gonna do that.
I don't want him
No,
now. I
We're not
want him
gonna
gone
do
now,
that.
man. He's useless.
We're not gonna-
He'll be
Get
the
rid of
reason
him.
why Amorim will get sacked. 100%. Big up Jarvis. Never
Let's
gonna
Jarvis,
give
right,
you
Jarvis?
Big up. I'm good. How are you?
All good, Rick Ainsley.
up. Never gonna give you up.
Never gonna give you up. So,
Big
what's
up,
the topic,
Jarvis.
guys? Are we on Baleba?
No, we were on Sesko, but Sesko, initial reaction to Sesko, and have you seen the new training complex? Ronaldo, unfortunately, had to shame the club into changing after 20-something years, after the first one was opened. So, yeah, you see Jim giving interviews and everything.
I saw the pictures of the new training ground. It looks mint, but, you know, every other top club has one, so, you know, why shouldn't we? So, finally, we are stepping into the
21st century.
New
21st
generation.
century. Yeah. So, yeah, it's good. It looks good. I'm happy for Man United. I'm happy for the players. Finally, they get the recovery training. They get the what do they call it? A gyro chamber. For recovery, and yeah, I think it will be good. Long needed, but you know. Also, I think it's a smart thing to do, because I think from an FFP or a PSR standpoint, you can deduct some losses when you build stuff for the club, like training facilities and training grounds and all of this stadium, and yeah, so it's a good thing. But when I want to just say, when it comes to Baleba, if we get to sign him, you know, he would be, as I said the other day, a 10 out of 10 signing, and we all are giddy about Baleba. But when it comes to, I've gone through his stats. I've seen a lot of compilations to see what he can do.
Can you first talk about Sesko, please, Jarvis, and then we'll get to
okay.
Are you happy with the signing? Are you think the fan base were going to be patient? Do you believe he's a different player from Rasmus? Do you think the pressure will be on Cunha and Mbeumo more than, you know, the way that we treated Rasmus? I really feel sorry for Rasmus because we threw him in the deep end. But do you think the fan base will be patient? Do you think he's technically a better player than Rasmus?
Well, first of all, Nordin, I don't feel sorry for any footballer. They make a hell of a lot of money, most than all people. They are in the most luckiest, best position that you can ever get. So I will never feel sorry for a player like Rasmus. You know, he had his chance. He could have scored more goals. He could have done better. But, you know, I don't think he was unfortunate with the timing of it all. You know, maybe he should have had someone more experienced beside him to learn him the trades of the game. Yes, but I don't feel sorry for him. Not at all in that way. When it comes to Sesko, I think he's a brilliant player. I like what I've seen so far. He's more technical than I expected for a tall guy. You know, long legs. It's not always those who are the most technical, but you have some exceptions. You know, I seen the comparisons to Zlatan. A lot of people talk about it. You also have other. Let's say, I remember, for example, the Norwegian guy, Tore André Flo. He used to play for Chelsea, very technical with long legs. So, you know, it could work out. And, you know, he has a hell of a shot. He can really shoot. But what I really like with him, the strongest side, it's a little bit under talked about. You know, people haven't mentioned it too much, but it's his intelligence, his anticipation of the game. You know, if you look at the compilation, look at it, goal he scores, he's always at the run. He starts before the center back on the rebounds, and you know he knows where the goal is. You know, and you can't teach what do you call it, instincts. You can't teach instincts. Well, he has the right instincts. So it tells me that I think he will come good. I think he will do well at this Man United team, especially now when you're surrounded by Cunha and Mbeumo. You have two players who knows the Premier League really well, and they will help him to become a better striker. So I expect at least 15 goals next season. Hopefully more, maybe 20, but, you know, I'm not going to overhype him. We will take it gradually. He's still young. It's his first season in the Premier League. He needs to adapt. We need to give him time. So, you know, I won't sit here and call him a crap striker after half of a season if he only have scored, let's say, 4 goals until December. We need to give him time, and people need to understand this. It's always about time. You know, you have to learn the game, but you know, one season you get that for free, but next season I will start to criticize if he's not doing well. But I will always try to analyze and see what he could have done better. As a striker, I think one of the things Rasmus didn't do well was bind up the two centre backs. He needs to push them back and create space for the number 10s. Rasmus was always dropping down and drag the centre backs with him. There was no space to play because Ruben Amorim, as you said, he don't play. Lesso said he don't play through the midfield, but he played through the half spaces. The half spaces are the key. I don't know if people are aware why the half spaces are so important, but if you are in the middle of the back four and the midfield four, who is going to pick you up? Because you are in the middle of four guys. You have the centre backs, you have the full backs, you have the central midfielder and the winger, and you are in the middle of them. Who is going to pick you up? That's why half space players are so important, and people need to realize this. And they need space. And this is why the striker is so important. I read an article when Sesko was really impressed by Ruben Amorim's tactical speech, his plan. They had a meeting on Skype or something, and I think he talked about that specifically. You need to hold up the centre backs and create space for Cunha and Mbemo. So I'm quite excited. I'm almost giddy, but I can't wait to see him in a United shirt, and I think I feel that he will do well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, big up people. So I've just put the community question, URT poll. We asked, do you think the fan base will be patient with Sesko? You know how our fans are very impatient. And 70% of you said yes, 30% of you said no. And I think that's a lot to do with it in Mbemo and Cunha. That's where the main pressure is going to be on this season. But we're going to change that question now is, are you willing to pay 110 million or 130 to 120, 110, 130 for Baleba? And then go ahead, Jarvis, if you can break it down, because I think he's a transformational footballer because of his level of aggression, how he plays football. Of course, he's 21. He's got a lot to learn. But I genuinely would get the money out like that. I would do that all day. I would get the money out because if we paid 90 or 80 million for Anthony, 80 million for Maguire, fuck that. Add another fucking 40 and go and get this kid. Because I think this kid could really impact Manchester United, whoever the coach is, whoever the manager is.
Yeah, but as you said, he's still young. He only had one season in the Premier League. Stu and I talked about this on yesterday's Tactical Devils episode, and maybe we need to see more. And he needs to improve his passing. Short, medium to long term, long passes. He's not good enough. He has a tendency to lose the ball a lot. But he wins it back
as well.
Yeah, that's a good thing. But we got to be realistic. He's not the finished product, even though he's a perfect player for this Amorim system. Win the ball and progress it forward to the number 10s. That will be his main job all the time. And Amorim, he wants intensity in his press play. We saw the press play last season; it was horrible. Højlund couldn't press. Garnacho couldn't be asked. We tried a little bit with Rashford, the midfield. Casemiro don't have the legs to keep it up, so Amorim needed to adapt. He only pressed with a 4 and Casemiro a little bit behind. It was all over the place and it was terrible. And that's one of the reasons we did really terrible. We struggled. So what we'll see will be the press play and the pentagon shape with the striker, the 2 number 10s and the 2 midfielders will move like this all the time up against their defense, trying to win the ball. And hopefully the wing backs will be ready to jump and the wide centre backs ready to push up when needed. So I think we will see a lot more intensity in Amorim's play this season if we get the right players. And Baleba would be a key player into all of this, and with Ugarte and Baleba, we will win the ball back all the time. The press play will be exceptional. Bruno, he has a lot of ball recoveries. He wins the ball. Bruno, we slate Bruno all the time, but he has good reading of the game and he intercepts the ball a lot of times. So I think even that could be a good combination with Baleba. but he needs to improve his passing. You know, I think keep it simple, keep the ball ticking. That's all we need. We don't need him to play long balls, 50, 60-yard pingers.
I've seen him play that though. I've seen him clip it with his left foot like 50 yards, 60 yards to the wing. Brighton played with the wingers. I've seen him do that, but can he do consistently? He's 21 years old.
Yeah.
He's definitely got, but to me, the raw materials are exceptional. The raw materials he has. He just needs to get a good coach and a way of showing him to do it again. And I think those things you can get it repeatedly. But in terms of being aggressive, in terms of to be able to take the ball from the defenders, and then to have that acceleration and speed to actually go past 3 players, you know what I mean, with his pace and power, in the air, battling for the second ball, all those combative style of play, he's got abundance of that. Yes, he can be more secure on the ball. But at the age of 21, you're not amazing on the ball, Jarvis, as you know. You're not that
Yeah, but he's
amazing.
good technically. He knows how to dribble, shield the ball. It's not easy to take the ball off him. But when it comes to passing, he can be a little bit sloppy. But, as I said, he's as you mentioned, Nordin is a physical specimen. He has something special with him. He can be as good as the best midfielders in the world.
Yeah.
And I don't see him as a DM, because we don't play with a DM in this system. We play with 2 number 8s, I would say. One a little bit more defensive than the other, but it's not like a old-fashioned DM you are used to see in a 4-3-3, 1 sitting and 2 up and down. It's not like this in the Amarim system. They're both going up and both falling down.
I know that. No, I know that. But if Amarim doesn't focus that, he would be a guy, if you play 4-3-3, he would be the deepest guy.
He would be, yeah.
He could play that position. For me, what I see is that how he drops sometimes into between the 2 centre halves, picks up the ball, scans, gives the ball out, sometimes literally drives with the ball, you know what I mean? Takes it on. So, yeah, I think he's phenomenal.
But can it be done? That's the question. £104 million was apparently the asking price for.
I'm willing to pay 110 to 20, Travis. I'm willing to smash, because I'm comparing it to the players that we spend a lot of fucking money on, and we wasted money on, like Anthony, like Harry Maguire.
Yeah.
Like Rasmus, like Sancho, who never even fucking had any chance of playing anyway. But these are the people, for me, we spend that much money on. And like Sesko's not cheap. It's 65 million. So if we add another 45 to 50 million, so be it.
I think it's 73.3 with add-ons.
Yeah, but the add-ons are stipulated in so many different things. Guaranteed is 65 million, isn't it? That's what's guaranteed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not bothered. For me, he's a player. I'm like, I don't care how much it costs. Yeah. At the end of the day, the Glazers take and rob the money anyway.
Yeah, but the question is, do we have the? Sorry for interrupting. Do we have the money? As I said, mentioned yesterday, we have a credit line of 300 million. The Glazers and Ineos has a credit line of 300 million. 210 of those millions were drawn in January, so we only had 90 available. But we repaid 50 million, so it freed up around 140 million in credit line. So we have money to spend if you want to use the credit. But looking from a PSR standpoint, it will be difficult. I read an article from the Swedish Rumble yesterday, and he don't think we have enough leeway when it comes to PSR to pay £100 million at the moment. We need to sell players for it.
Garnacho would free up so much PSR. Garnacho's pure profit.
Yeah, there were also some rumors yesterday about Greenwood and Saudi Arabia, a £150 million pound bid from Saudi Arabia, Al Nasser.
And we'll get 40 million for that.
We get 50%, I think.
We will get 50% above the 25 that Marseille paid for him when they bought him. So about 40 million, yes, I would say. Like that sounds right. So anything could happen. We don't know what will happen with Anthony yet. We have the same with Garnacho. Chelsea rumors is getting stronger. So, it could happen. But at the moment, we are on a limb, when it comes to PSR. But we do have the money.
Yeah, we need to. To me, I'm not messing about. Manchester United need to go and get this player. People, we need to get to 200 likes. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Yeah, I'm willing to break all the rules. I'm willing to go to jail, Jarvis. I don't know about you, but I'm willing to go to jail, Andrew, to get Baleba. I'm not asked. He's the player that Manchester
He could mean a
United needs.
transfer ban next summer.
So be it. So
Guys, are
be
you
it.
worried? Ask you a
Adoption.
question, all of you.
Yeah.
Are you worried that we're not selling no players yet?
Yeah.
I am. This is
Say that
shocking.
again.
Are you worried that we haven't sold any players at all,
Of course.
including
This is what
young players?
Yeah, it's crazy. What do you think? What do you think, Andrew?
It's shocking because we should have sold Garnacho last January. We had opportunity, and then we should have forced Bruno's hand and tell him you got to go because of what happened last season. That was, for that performance last season, there should have been more players up for sale than just the players they're named. Because, in my opinion, Shaw should have gone after that performance in the final. He should have gone. Dalot should have gone. That could have been profit. You know what I mean? That's Anana should have gone.
Right.
Yeah. Anana should have gone after that performance as well.
Yeah.
And the thing is, Amarin should have been sacked 6 months before that. How did he get a second chance? I do not know. And why is it United fans are actually praising him for being shit in his job? It's shocking. And if we were shit like he was, we'd be sacked.
But Andrew,
Yeah.
I have to put it, Manchester United's a toxic football club and they bought him into it. I don't actually blame Amarin. I blame the people who bought him here. Genuinely. And I think that if we're just scapegoating the coach, we miss out on criticizing the real people who make the decisions at this football club. So that's why they're going in all into backing, because they know if he fails, it's on to them. Their jobs are on the line. But yeah, I'm saying that I'm willing to have a transfer ban to sign Baleba. Like I said, we've not had a combative midfield player of that nature in a long time since Roy Keane and Paul Ince.
Yep.
So
and
that's
Brian
how
Robson.
much I rate him. Yeah.
And Brian Robson. He was my reason why I supported him.
Yeah, they don't even know who Brian Robson is. Some of these youngsters, Andrew. But yeah, Brian
Captain
Robson.
Marvel.
If you need to watch Brian, make sure I was watching the other day. I was watching highlights of 1984 Maradona versus Brian Robson at Old Trafford.
Wow.
We smashed them in the UEFA Cup, I think it was. United versus Barcelona. When Maradona played for Barcelona. Not many people know that Maradona played for Barcelona. But that night was what a night.
I remember that.
So many of my neighbours used to go. That was the greatest game of Brian Robson's career at Manchester United. He dominated that game. So yeah, Captain Marvel. I told her, didn't I? I'm not going to lie to you. He got a bit too tipsy and I put him in a taxi. I found him on the floor one time outside a pub.
I remember him against Sheffield Wednesday. He was awesome. You remember that Sheffield Wednesday game, 3-3?
Honestly,
that 3-3 game. That 3-3 game.
It was so surreal. I'm quite helpful. I saw this guy on the floor and I looked at it. It's like, that's Brian Robson. I went and put down a black cap and I put him in.
What a player he was, man. What a player he was.
Not many people would believe that. It was outside a pub in Manchester on Portland Street called Yates's. He was
people got to realize with different times. The players
100%.
used to get on the piss all the time. That was the thing, every weekend.
Yeah.
Just like Georgie Best.
Bloody hell, I've seen him. I tell you, you know what? I used to work security. One of the things that I did, I denied Paul McGrath coming into O'Shea's. That I'll tell Ben. So I used to work at O'Shea's, right? Which is a pub club.
And I've heard of it. I've heard of it. Yeah.
And it's the biggest Irish pub club in Manchester. And Paul McGrath tried to get in. And I had to say, sorry, you can't come in, mate. Paul McGrath.
He would have been one of the best centre-backs ever if it was for his drinking. And I'm telling you now, Paul McGrath, man, what a defender he was, man. Wow, what a defender. Oh.
Yeah. Strong defender, man. Yeah.
He was good. He was good.
Yeah, are you willing to go to jail? Me, you go to jail to get Baleba.
I don't think we need to go to jail for that. I mean, if we can sell these players that we're supposed to, we can. I think we can maneuver in the rest of the window. I think a lot depends on the departures, to be honest. If we get this whole departure thing right, I think we can even get 3 more players. And for squad depth purposes, I think I believe we need a centre back, a ball playing centre back who's also quick, who's going to allow us to push higher up. You can't have Maguire again, at centre back again, and he's going to force us to sit deep because of his lack of pace. So if we can also get the centre back, I believe if we also can get the centre back and the goalkeeper sorted out, I think it would be on top of that with Baleba. I think it's a perfect summer for us. It's a perfect window for us.
I agree.
Actually, let's get into this now, genuinely. Do any of you really rate Donnarumma? I mean, big up to our and said, if we get Donnarumma, we're winning the league. I don't care how deluded that sounds. It is a very deluded, because I actually don't rate Donnarumma. I really
Me
don't.
neither.
I think he's had a fantastic season, especially in the Champions League. But I actually think he's another Onana in terms that he makes mistakes. He lets in so many goals. All you have to do is just go YouTube and type in Donnarumma howlers, and then you'll see. Of course, he was brilliant in the Euros when when Italy won the Euros. He's a big game player, definitely. But I do think he makes a lot of mistakes. Does anybody on the panel rate him? And would you take him?
No.
I would.
Jarvis, would you go ahead? Go ahead, let's go.
I would take him. For the price that we're paying, it's not like what we're paying for Nana, these guys. He's for that price, you do not let someone.
What's the price
like
that's set? 27 million?
Like 27, 28 million.
Yeah, I would take it. Honestly, guys, you'd rather have Onana there. If they decide that
the Lille goalkeeper's all I wanted.
No, Chevalier. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted. Yes.
Yeah, he's also a good option. But even with Donnarumma, if he's offered to us, and if he's offered to us for that amount of money, I mean, you'd take it, honestly. Even if you think about it, with Donnarumma, he's young for a goalkeeper, anyways, as well. So if it doesn't work out, you can still get rid of him again. So for me, it's not a lose-lose.
What about a Brighton goalkeeper?
For Bergen.
Yeah,
he's good. He's good. The thing is that when it comes to Donnarumma, I think he's a good. I think he does have good attributes. Obviously he's a good shot stopper. But the one thing I always demand my any keeper that shows up at any club is, can you command your box and your in set plays and corner kicks? And I don't think Donnarumma can do that. I think the only player and keeper in this world right now that can that can command his box, and he's a good shot stopper, he's decent with the feet, is that player you, Jarvis, and Nurdin brought up, Lemons. I think he is outstanding, man. I've seen more and more clips of him, and he is just the perfect profile. We're building. The thing is, panel, we're Donnarumma is what, 28, 29. Yeah, he's still young for a goalkeeper, but we're building for the future.
26. I think he's 26. Yeah, he's young. He's young.
Wow.
He came in early,
okay.
He came really early. Yeah.
Right, okay. Well, that changes a lot then. But yeah, then again, I just don't see him commanding his box an awful lot, compared to other goalkeepers I rate. We've got the likes of Lunin from Madrid. You've got Chevalier. He doesn't command his box well. I think he's a good keeper, but he's away to PSG now. But I think we need to be going all out for this Lemons guy, or if we're going to be taking too long, maybe go get Donnarumma. At the end of the day, Leicester summed it up. He's way better than Onana, and yeah, man. And the thing is, he's a leader. He's won it all. He's won the Champions League, and yeah, man. We need leaders in this team, man. And he can probably put a lot more confidence with Lenny Euro, Martinez, Aiden Heaven, in front. And this is what we need, man.
We missed our opportunity on that Liverpool goalie. Because I watched him in that Euros. He was quality.
Kelleher.
Georgian goalkeeper. Kelleher's
Oh my
Kelleher's
days.
gone to Brentford, hasn't he?
Quality.
Kelleher's gone
Yeah,
somewhere else.
Keller has met Brentford. Yeah,
The one Liverpool got now, the Georgian one.
Yeah, the Georgian guy is a
Georgian,
good goalkeeper.
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
He's a goalkeeper. Jarvis Donnarumma, what do you think of Donnarumma?
Yeah, I think many people get persuaded by the price. They think 30 million euros is cheap. But I got to tell you guys, he won't come on a cheap salary. If we sign Donnarumma, we are talking about at least 300, but I will reckon 350,000 pounds a week. That's about 18, 19 million pounds a year. So let's say give him a 5-year contract. We are talking about more than 90 million pounds over a 5-year period for a goalkeeper. So it will cost us a lot of money. It's not nothing in the world that's free. But you know, he comes in with a lot of experience. He's done well for Italy and PSG. Was it AC Milan he used to play for? He's a good goalkeeper. I rate him highly. He's most likely top 5 goalkeepers in the world. He comes with a lot of, what do you call it, swagger or cockiness, you know, with his Armani clothes and you know, his style, Italian fashion style. And I think he will do well, but I don't think we will sign him. He is a signing that we used to do, like the type of Glazer signing. We pay a player 350, 400 to come in to play for us, but not anymore. I don't think it will suit the what Amorim is trying to build. So I would be surprised if we signed Donnarumma. But would I take him? Yes. That's my take on this.
can I just
Anybody else?
Oh,
Go ahead.
just a wee quick one, guys. There's a wee bit of intel on Twitter. I mean, it's not really big news in terms of Manchester United, but we are playing Manchester City at the start of September. Rodri has been injured again there. It's another setback for Rodri, and he will be out he'll be back at the end of September. So he might miss the derby game against Man United at the Etihad.
They got Reinders, so they'll be right.
Facts, yeah. But just in case if anyone, obviously it's out there. Fabrizio Romano was just tweeted there that Rodri has another setback.
Yeah.
Oh shit! That means City are gonna go for.
Yeah,
City might go for
Baleba, yeah,
Baleba.
yeah. It could, man.
No, he's not a passer of the ball. Pep would never sign Baleba in that role.
But
so
he would turn him.
won't
He
happen.
would turn him into a
Yeah,
tick-a-tacker
facts.
guy. He's not a tick-a-tacker guy.
Yeah.
Big up. People, I've just put here. Do you rate Donnarumma and would you sign him? So get involved in the poll. But yeah.
Yeah, but what's your take, Nordin? Do you think it's viable when it comes from a financial point of view, and you know, should we put that kind of money into the goalkeeper? Could he be the new Van der Sar signing, the guy who come in and be our? He's young, he's 26. Can he be the goalkeeper for Man United the next 6-7 years?
Maybe, but I don't know. Maybe I've just seen too many bozo moments from him where he's just doing crazy things, where he's coming out of his area, he's getting lobbed and everything else. Do I think he's a big game player? Yes, he's a big game player. But Manchester United don't play incredibly big games, you know, like the Euros or the Champions League. He's that type of goalkeeper. You know, what he did against Liverpool was remarkable at Anfield. You know what I mean? Ederson did the same away, and then Donnarumma came to Anfield and did exactly the same, made save after save. And one of the big reasons why Paris Saint-Germain was successful, because he made some incredible saves in crucial times in the game.
He did, yeah.
But honestly, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I saw Onana do similar when Inter Milan went to the final of the Champions League. Onana was making saves, worldly saves. So I'm just a bit like, he's a big guy. I do like the fact that he claims and he comes and punches, crosses. A lot of people are saying they're holding that against Lamins, but you know, the Belgium league is not too much in the air. They play football more on the floor, really. The Royal Antwerp goalkeeper. I don't know. Maybe I just want a young guy to start, not a youngish guy, but a goalkeeper to start fresh with Manchester United. But he will demand at least 200,000 to 250,000 a week.
I think he's on 250 right now at PSG. So
There you go.
I think we're talking 300 or maybe 350. And the thing is, every time we sign a player and give them high wages, they decline. They drop. They drop in performance. And I see Joseph coming in with a great comment. We should never pay 300 wages for
Ever again.
anyone. Yeah, because that's not a good deal. We saw it with Sancho. We saw it with Rashford. Even Bruno first in the beginning when he signed the big contract. David De Gea. Everybody drops in performance. It's something that happens when you're on money of your life. You are content. You're not hungry anymore, and that's why I want us to sign Sene Lamens. I want something up and coming who has something to prove. Donnarumma is nothing to prove. He's won the Champions League. He's won the Euros with Italy. He's done well. He has a great CV, but maybe that's the problem with him. Maybe
he might have passed it. He might have passed it. Yeah. What keeper do you rate, Andrew? You are a person
The Benfica goalkeeper I like.
What's his name? Right,
Ukrainian goalkeeper. He played in that Club World Cup and he was really good. I really liked him. I thought, yeah, he's got the personality. He's got the aura and presence about him. He'll be a good purchase for us if we got him. He's really good.
I also like...
Yes.
I like Lunin, because stepping in after Courtois was injured to come into Real Madrid is a lot of pressure to play for that football club. And I thought Lunin did amazing when he won the Champions League, didn't he?
I agree as well. He's good as well. I'll get two.
Yeah.
Because you got to get rid of Bayender. You got to get rid of him as well.
At the moment, our best goalkeeper is Tommy Heaton.
That's bad.
Are we all agreeing on that?
Yeah, I agree, but that's bad for Man United, the big club we are, and our best goalkeeper is the guy who hasn't played since he signed one match.
Yep,
that's shocking.
Yeah, but Amorim should play the merits doesn't count for nothing. You should play the best player who's in form always. So if Heaton is our best goalkeeper at the moment, he should play Heaton. By the way, Norin, maybe we can do this at the end of the show. We can take out the starting 11 against Fiorentina, and that will most likely be the starting 11 for the first game against Arsenal. We can do that together, maybe.
Yeah.
If you have the time. I don't know what you have planned.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm just looking at this poll saying that do people rate Donnarumma or would you sign him?
You didn't ask me about Donnarumma.
Go ahead, Andrew.
He doesn't command his box, but he has got that personality about him. But if he can down his wages, then I will take him.
Yeah.
If he can down his wages down a little, I'll take him because he has got that aura about him. But remember, his agent used to be Raiola, the guy who died.
Yeah.
That agent, what's his name? Yeah. Mini Raiola, was it?
Yeah.
So he used to love big wages. I remember him because he was Pogba's agent as well, wasn't he?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, it'd be good. Better than the other guy from Aston Villa, Martinez.
100%. Martinez. Yeah.
Too much mistakes for me. He's declined because 2 seasons ago he was good for Villa, and then he was making those clangers. And I thought, nah, not anymore.
I think it's Rafaela Pimenta. She's the agent of Donnarumma. Same agent as Haaland and all the other big name players.
Yeah. Big up to James Wayne says you don't want Donnarumma, but you want Lunin. Fucking up. Listen, Lunin is good for me. Lunin is even better, I think, than Donnarumma. Me personally, you know how hard it is to be goalkeeper for Real Madrid. With the pressure and to go and then win the Champions League and make big saves. He made penalty saves and also.
Would you get All Black?
I think he's past it as well. I think
All Black is the one. He's the chosen
one. Yes,
one.
All Black for 2 seasons. Yeah. I'll take it for 2 seasons, man. He'll get us to that certain level.
I watched him in that I watched him and I don't rate him, I think he might have passed. I think 2-3 years ago he was one of the best goalkeepers in the world. I think similar, his form has dived, and they were trying to get rid of him, weren't they? Atletico Madrid.
Or Milian? What about Milian? Milian of AC Milan, maybe.
No, Manuel is
Ma-
too injury prone.
Mine
No,
No,
he's too
okay.
injury prone.
I like
Injury
him as
prone.
well.
He's
Mm.
always injured. No, to be my guy's deck is Costa from. Oh,
Yeah, he made mistakes, and you don't see
He's
his mistakes he made for
mistake.
Portugal. When he catch the cross and it went in the goal. Oh my
he's
god, I remember that.
unbelievable at penalties, mate. Unbelievable.
So is Edison.
But Jarvis, let's go ahead. Let's get the team up. Let's see who's going to play tomorrow against. Big up to David De Gea, by the way, as well.
Big up,
Everywhere
bro.
you go,
Legend.
take the Gea with you. Everywhere you go, always take the Gea with you.
Call him
I never stopped
Superman.
singing that.
But I
What a
called him
legend.
Superman.
And the way the club treated him, absolutely
it's
horrible. But
embarrassing.
apparently, my friend's been out and about and he's in town. He saw him out, apparently, David De Gea. And he was signing
Big up.
autographs for the fans and everything. So, yeah, big up to him.
Can't believe it. We had Romero and De Gea in goal, and now look what we got now. Oh my
Romero.
god! Oh my god! Couple of seasons ago, we had good goalies, you know.
Yeah,
Number
we
one
did.
and number two. It was brilliant.
There you go.
Mental.
Right.
Mental.
People, smash the like. And we're not even 150 yet. 50 likes. Well, I don't know what's going on with you lot. But smash the likes. We need 160.
Smash it,
Smash the
people.
likes. It costs absolutely nothing.
Let me bring it up, Nordin. But you know, I don't know if you guys thought about it, but I think he will probably start the same team as he will start against Arsenal. So keep that in mind. And you know, for example, when it comes to Diogo Dalot, you know, more defensive up against Saka, for example, but this is the players that's already there. I think they will start 100%. So I think Dogu and Ahmad will start both on the wing backs. You will see the Ligt central center defender. Yoro will start on the right, and Mbuma and Cunha will start. So the positions that are for grab is the goalkeeper. We are in between Heaton, Bayinder, and Onana. Onana is apparently he's injured. He's not fully fit, but Bayinder started most of the friendlies. Heaton only played one of them. So the question is for the panel and the chat: who will start in goal?
I think it'll probably be Heaton, and then in the left center back role, I think it's definitely going to be Aiden Heaven because Martinez has.
Let's just do the goalkeeper first. Let's
okay.
one position at a time and go through the
Yeah.
panel and read some
yes.
comments. Yeah,
Heaton for me for keeper.
Yeah, Andrew.
Heaton.
Yeah, and less so.
I think they're gonna go with Bayinder. I have a sneaky feeling they'll probably go with him.
Okay.
What
yeah,
about you,
Jarvis? I reckon he will start Bayinder just because of the friendlies. But I would go for Heaton personally, but I have a sneaky suspicion he will start with Bayinder.
Okay.
And I see the chat. You have a Haseb coming in, Bayinder, Crunkin coming in, Heaton. Yeah, so I think it's 50-50. We should have Nordin here to bring it down. But let's just start with Bayinder then and go to the left, the wide centre back. Lesso, who would you start, Luke Shaw or Aiden Heaven?
Yeah, I'd rather go with Heaven. Luke Shaw, no man. He should have been sold personally for me. I didn't think he should have been part of this first team setup. So I'm looking at the future right now. I'm looking at Heaven. He's a good ball progressor. He's quick, and he has a high ceiling personally for me. And it's what better time to do that than to actually get him up to speed again. So Heaven for me.
Heaven for you, but what do you think Amorim will do?
Yeah, Amorim is probably gonna play Luke Shaw.
Nordin, what's your take?
I'll play Heaven, me. I think everything that Lesso said, spot on. Yeah. I would play Heaven, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Same with Heaven with me. Ben, Andrew.
For me, I think Heaven would be my choice. but 100%, I think Ruben Amorim will pick Shaw. And do you know what? See, for Heaven, if he does go and pick Heaven, I think this could be a massive opportunity for Heaven for this game, because it's a massive game. It's the first Premier League game, and this could be a really, really good start for Heaven if he has an insane match against Gyökeres, Saka, Martinelli. It's a good chance for Heaven to put his name out there and make a statement for his old club.
Yeah. I don't know when it comes to Masraoui if he's injured, but I think he's.
I think he is injured. Yeah, he's injured.
Yeah.
Masraoui, Licha, and Zetsky all out.
Yeah.
Okay. So Andrew,
Heaven as well, because he's so good, man. I really rate this guy. I feel like he could be the new Ledley King in a couple of years. That's how much I rate him. He's that good. After that game last pre-season, I thought, yeah, this guy is talented. And as for Luke Shaw, he should have gone 5 years ago. He's been seen in the living. I don't know how he managed to stay injured when the transfer window happens every year. And all of a sudden, because he's got competition, he starts keeping himself fit. Well, he should have done this all his United career. All he's been doing is going Burger King. Oh my God, yeah. That's just me. I'm Luke Shaw. I just don't like him, man. He's an arrogant bastard. I just don't like the guy, man. He's just arrogant,
Yeah. So when it comes to the pivots, for me, I don't know. We started Mainu and Ugarte a couple of games, and Bruno and Casemiro in other games, and you also have the Bruno Ugarte thing. So I don't know where he will start. The midfield is a little bit dodgy, but for sure, I think Bruno will start in the 8, but he will be in the 6. What do you guys reckon, Noradin?
I think he's going to play. Bruno.
Yeah.
And Ugarte, I think.
Yeah, I feel that Casemiro is not up to fully fit yet, or up to shape. So
yeah,
I agree with that. I think also Bruno and Casemiro, even though Ugarte had a stinker against Everton, he was poor.
Yeah,
poor. One of the worst players on the pitch. Personally, I would have started Mainu and Bruno maybe, and played Mainu in the 6, but.
I really think Dogu's not going to start. I think it's going to be Diego Dalot on that side.
You think so?
I agree 100%. This guy, Portuguese biased. He's Portuguese biased again. He does. This is why Amrin needs to go, man. Sorry, but I have to go.
I kind of, for the two in the midfield, I actually kind of disagree with those two in the midfield.
Okay.
For me personally, obviously, my dream would be Mainu and Casemiro, but obviously the captain has to play, as everyone says. So I would probably go with. I think what he will do is I think Amorim will put Bruno and Casemiro. I actually do believe, because the thing is, Arsenal's a very physical team, so we need to match their physicality and aerial duels. So I think Casemiro for this game, he will definitely start. With I think these two here will start. I don't believe Ugarte will start. I don't know about the rest of the panel.
I agree with you. That's what he's going to do.
You may. Yeah, I definitely may have a point, because Arsenal are more of a route. They do tend to do a route one type of style of football, so they play the ball a lot in the air. So I think the Casemiro aerial presence will actually be vital in that aspect.
Good point. Okay, so we are down to, well, I don't know if you're going to talk about the wing backs, but I agree with Noradin. I think the obrigado. By the way, I think obrigado means hello in Portuguese. So, but it could be I would expect actually Dalot to start.
Yeah, same.
So are we putting Ahmad on the bench then and Dorgu on the right?
No, it'll be Dalot on the left. Definitely Dalot on the left. He would start Ahmad 100%.
But
100%.
Dorgu has been our best player in pre-season.
He really has, and I don't know why Amram's, would do this. If he does it, then you already know he's going to get the sack.
Yeah. But Dallo will be up against, who is it? Saka, who's
Saka,
yeah. Makes
Matt
sense.
Wakey, maybe.
Oh,
Makes sense.
Madueke. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Madueke, yeah.
And then Zubamendi and Rice and Odegaard. I think that'll be their front three
Yeah.
in midfield.
No regard, midfielder from Brentford. He's looking really, really solid too. Pre-season for Arsenal.
So the only one that's left, it's a striker. Tomorrow we can't play Sesko. He's not ready. But are we risking Højlund? He's on his way to AC Milan. Apparently, there's a loan with an obligation to buy 3.4 million and obligation on 34 point something. So if that is happening, I can't see us start Højlund tomorrow. So what are we doing? How
That
do we
man
solve?
false nine.
Is it Chido or is it the false nine?
Wait, is this for tomorrow or is this for Arsenal? Sorry.
Well, it's for tomorrow. Yes, this is for tomorrow.
Oh, right. Maybe Mason Mount in the false nine could be like Andrew said, Obi. But with the Arsenal game, I think he's definitely got to start Sesko. But I have a feeling the Højlund deal will drag on till the end of August. So I do think Højlund will start the Arsenal game personally, but even though I don't want to.
Yeah. For me, I think we just need to play Højlund. But do we want to risk it? I think we are in a place where you maybe should just play it safe and try to move him on. But then again, we come to let's say, okay, Højlund will start tomorrow, but the next talking point will maybe be, what are we going to do about the second striker? Are we going to go into the season with Obi Martin as our second striker and just rely on false nines with Cunha, Mount, maybe Mbumo, Bruno to play when Højlund is when Sesko is injured? Because every good team need a second striker.
Zertsky could be it.
Yeah. Xerxes not that far
Yeah.
behind with his injury. He's not that far behind. He said he is recovering well. He's training I believe individually by himself and Martinez, so that's a really good sign because before the preseason they weren't training at all outside. They were just training in the gym. So I think Xerxes will be back soon, but yet again, Jarvis, I'm 100% with you. I don't want Xerxes to be rushed back to the team. So that's so crucial, man. We do not want to rush any players back. It's the same with Martinez too.
No, we
Yeah,
don't. Sorry, Jarvis.
Yeah, you keep going. Because I was only wondering about the second striker. That's the thing. Because every good team has a second striker. Liverpool won the Champions League playing Origi as the second striker. We
And he
won the
scored
Champions
big goals.
League.
Big goals.
We won Champions League with Oli, who was our second striker. So a second striker is so important through a whole season. So we need someone. I'm not saying we need to keep Højlund, but we need to think about this. What are we going to do?
Good evening.
We have Xerxes.
I think they might play. Big up to Luani. Luani, you there? Big up to you.
I'm here. Good.
Yeah, I mean, the big thing for me is that they could play Cunha or in Burma, one of them to be up front. And then maybe play, Mainu as one of the number 10s. Or Ahmad as one of the number 10s and have Dogu and Diego Dalot. Yeah. That could happen. Big up Luani. Luani, we've been asking the questions. Obviously, you rate Sesko. Obviously, this is the last 5 minutes of the show, so you rate Sesko. You're happy that he signed for Manchester United?
Yes, I'm ecstatic he's here. So we're going to see what a real striker look like after enduring what we went through with Rasmus. I agree with Jarvis when it comes to two strikers. So tomorrow it will tell us a little bit more if Rasmus doesn't start. I don't think that he have a future at Manchester United. That means he's below Chido in the pecking order. So with three strikers, Sesko, Xerxes, and Chido, I think with as a fourth choice, they will jettison him out of here. But if we have a future, if the coach sees a future with with us, with him in it, I said I would like him to stay at that point and then learn his craft from Sesko. It would be pointless to send him on a loan, especially into another league. If he's in the championship or here in the Premier League, nah, I don't think is necessary. You might as well sell him. But I agree with Jarvis. We definitely need a second striker to step in behind Sesko.
Yeah, definitely. For me, I'm like, what happened to Manchester United having 4 strikers? You know what I mean? Like, 2 of them are not doing it. Bring the other 2 on. This is what the club was famous for, wasn't it? You know. Yes, people are saying there might be, but for me, I think for the young kid, Chido, to have any way to getting into it, and I think that's what he was promised. That's why he signed for us. Rasmus might have to leave for him to get any headway. I think if Rasmus stays, Chido's going down the pecking order. He's not going to get any minutes whatsoever. I think that. I don't know if people disagree, but yeah.
Yeah, Cheeto needs a loan. If he keeps Rasmus, loan him out. He needs experience. Let him play 1 season in the championship. Let him
Facts.
play
I think he should be loaned out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Someone close, so we can keep contact with him all the time. I don't know what is the best championship teams at local to Manchester. I don't know, Nordin. You know the geography better than me.
To be fair, a lot of the clubs around Manchester have been relegated to the League One and League Twos.
Okay.
Yeah, we saw back in the days to get Huddersfield. It's not that far. It's only like 40-something minutes away. They used to be over in the Championship. They were in the Premier League, but they're in League One now. I used to have Wigan. Wigan used to be in the Championship. I mean, if I look at it, I mean, the Championship, yeah, Oldham are no longer. Oldham have gone down. Gone way down. Let me just have a look at the tables. Championship. Let me just see what clubs are around here.
Sheffield. Stoke.
Yeah, Sheffield's not too far.
Yeah, Stoke too.
Stoke
But
actually.
you know the issue.
Stoke
the issue
is the closest,
with Rasmus.
Stoke is the closest. Oh, Preston North End.
Preston's
like the closest. Yeah, so Preston, they're 15.
Did Birmingham City win today? Did Birmingham City beat Ipswich?
It was a draw. It was a draw.
It was a draw, yeah.
Oh, draw, okay.
1-1.
The issue is Rasmus. The reason I favor him being sold is just we have already seen him as a starter for a couple of seasons. So we kind of know what his limitations are. It's not like we didn't give him a fair chance.
Yeah.
So I've not heard so many strikers getting their job as a starter, getting demoted, and getting better and coming back in the same team. That's why I don't think we will get anything out of him going forward.
You think the confidence would be dented so much if he's not starting? Luani, also, I wanted to get your take, and I said I'm willing to go to jail. Are you with me? And Lesso and Ben and Andrew going to jail. Jarvis said he's not going to jail. But me, the rest of us are going to jail to get Baleba from
Brighton. I am, because I want in midfielders over any position.
Yeah, so I said, Andrew, you're in jail with us. We're in jail. Luani, are you going to jail with us to get Baleba?
And a lone midfielder.
No, not only I'll go to jail, but I'm willing to surrender myself to ICE. You know, Baleba. I've rated Baleba for a long time. Baleba is he's one of the best young midfielder in the Premier League. Not I could go as far to say in the world. When you look at his attribute and what he brings to the game, remember, since we lost, I'll be honest with you, right? I know it's a difficult conversation, but since we lost Paul Pogba, we haven't had a ball carrier in that midfield. And that's the truth. I know a lot of fans don't want to admit it, but that is the truth. We don't have a ball carrier. Yes, Paul Pogba was not deployed as a first phase midfielder, even though he was not. But with him and Matic was our first phase distributor, and Pogba was our first phase ball carrier. And that gave us the balance that we needed in that midfield to build up. Since we lost those two, we haven't have midfielders like them. Now, if we bring in Baleba, he will he's almost like a more powerful version of Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba have this lanky, he's powerful, but he have this lanky and fluid movement. But Baleba is just pure power in terms of, and he also have the technical ability to match it. His technical ability is very underrated. He is in his prime, he's still young, not even in his prime, and
he's 21 years old.
He's doing to most midfielder in the Premier League. 21 years old. At 21 years old, you see the way he's playing in the Premier League, making all those Premier League veteran midfielders look so bad. He is certified. He is the truth. He will be the one I hope will unlock Amorim's tactic. If anybody can do it, that will be this guy. If Amorim cannot take us up the table with Baleba as a carrying midfielder, I don't know what else I can tell you. But if we sign him, that also signifies that the Ineos, they are serious. They are not trying to sixth position immediately. So if we do sign him, the pressure goes back on Amorim, because with Baleba, Cunha, and Mbuemo in this window, we should be crossing the threshold of the sixth position, and we should be establishing ourselves this season. If it doesn't happen, then I think Amorim will lose his job by virtue of what the Ineos is trying to do. It's a clear message. It will be a clear message. So if they sign,
my last question
that they want to win now, but I like that. Yeah.
I was saying that. Do you rate Donnarumma? It's the last question before we close out. Do you rate Donnarumma?
Hell no. Hell no.
Yeah. Well, I'll ask you guys a question. Would you keep Unana for one more year if it means that he gets Baleba?
Hell no.
2 years ago,
I would.
Yes.
Yeah,
Is it the thing with
I
goalkeeper?
would.
He's a clown.
I think they're gonna
Onana's a
keep
clown.
him. I think they're gonna keep. I think they're gonna keep.
We always say that we always say that football is a young man's game. Is more true for goalkeepers, because somebody like Donnarumma at his age, he's slowing down in his reflexes. Yes, most of the save he's making now is definitely more based on his experience than reflex. Why don't we just go for a younger goalkeeper, or a goalkeeper like Tom Heaton? Heaton is not that bad. I mean, like, I don't think goalkeeper should be our priority right now in terms of, we have Tom Heaton that can start, and whatever we want to do with Onana, that's fine. But go spend money on Donnarumma? Hell no. We have more. We have.
Big up.
Big up.
Big up.
Big up. I think you cut out, Luani.
I did?
Like Manchester City. Yeah, your microphone.
Sorry, I'm on my phone Wi-Fi at the truck.
Yeah. Big up Ty Wayne. He's saying
My
we're back.
bad.
Now, we're not going to poll
Yeah,
it. We'll
no.
poll it the next time. The next time we're live. But yeah, quickly, Jarvis, would you keep Unana for another year if he secures the Baleba signing?
It's a tough one, but I would say yes. I would actually say yes. because I'm a realist. This season we won't win anything anyway, so I'm ready to build. I see this as a 2 to 3 to 4, maybe 5 year build. So we just need to be patient. And Baleba will be here. He will be a vital piece in this. We can sell Onana next season, hopefully. And because I think the asking price is a little bit too high. I think we need about, was it 38 million pounds just to break even on him, not to take a loss. And we know Ineos Glazers, we financially we can't take a loss, so it will be a tough sell, getting rid of Onana. And we could loan him just to bring in another goalkeeper and sell him next summer, but at the current moment, I think Onana is staying anyway. So yeah, sure, I bring in Baleba and keep Onana.
Ben?
If I was an owner of Man United, I'd do everything in my power to get rid of Onana and Bruno Fernandes, the two players. But if it's to bring, frankly, one of the most generational midfielder talents in the world, like I'm saying in the world, he's obviously proven it at one of the best leagues in the world. Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt, because it's time we address this midfield man. And obviously Onana, yep, he's helped a lot with Mbumo. He's about to help with Baleba. So yeah, man. And you know what? If Ruben gets sacked, then it doesn't take, you can't be that thick if you think Onana should be Man United's first keeper in the next coming years. So I agree with Jarvis. Onana will definitely leave next season. And with Bruno, he's 31. He'll be 31 this year. So he's coming towards his end of his career. So it's looking good days ahead of us. But yeah.
Twain, shame on you. You said get Darumas. Sell your firstborn if needed. No chance. No chance. Shame on you. Yeah, Andrew. He delivered on Bermo. There's photos now all over X. Onana and Baleba. If it mean that, I'll be like, yeah. If he's agent, I don't even hire him as a goalkeeper. I just hire him as an agent for Manchester United. We'll pay him weekly. Go ahead. Andrew.
How many players? Oh, where do you think we're gonna end up next season? That's a question I need to ask you guys on the panel.
How many players
we've got? Yeah, where are we gonna finish this season with the players we've got right now?
Who are you first, Nerdin?
I think between 10th and 8th at the moment for the players that we have.
And also, in our first 6 games, how much points do you think we're going to get?
Andrew, that's too much. That's for another show. That's the next week show. That's next week show. So let's go with it. Would you keep Onana to get Baleba?
Yes.
Let's go.
Only because I ain't got no choice. That's the only reason.
Yeah, I think it's smart to keep him. It was always going to be crucial in getting both Mbuemo and Baleba, if he's being honest. And with Africans, just like South American players, they do love playing alongside their countrymen. So strategically, clubs do tend to sign, if not, if they want 2 African players, they do tend to sign the same from the, from the same African nation, because it makes it easier for deals as well. So yeah, I'd keep him, but he shouldn't be number 1.
Okay. Luani?
Same as Leso. I'll keep him, but he will not see a game.
You'll employ him as an agent to sign the
Send to reserves. I'll send to reserves and never play him again.
I personally think I would start Heaton against Arsenal in the first game and tomorrow. But tomorrow we'll know. Most of us will be tuning in at 12 o'clock. Big up to everybody. Please smash a like on the video on your way out. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Big up to Rants for coming through earlier on. Big up to everybody. Make sure you check people out. Make sure you check out Jarvis Cocker Bowley, BOLE77 on X. Make sure you check out his YouTube channel, Tactical Devils. Big up to Stu as well on that channel. Make sure you check it out. The best Monday night show on YouTube for me, Jarvis Corner. Make sure you sometimes see me, you'll see Ben. You might see Leso and Luani as well. Big up to Ben. Make sure you check him out at Elmo39 on X, and make sure you check him at Elmo20 on Twitch. Big up Luwani at Malwa Luwani 1979 on X. Check out Lesso Football TV at Black Rain on X. Andrew Ellis.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, Andrew. Big up to Andrew as well
Big
for
up,
coming
Big
on.
up, Andrew. Big up, Andrew.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank
Make
you.
sure you check him out, Andrew. Andrew Ellis as well. Yeah. Forthright with his opinions. He doesn't give an absolute damn.
My Christmas wish is a midfield of Toby Collier as our DM, as our first phase distributor. Baleba is as our first phase carrier, and Kobe Mino in the 10. Bruno can go. We promised these young guys that when we scout them, there will be a legitimate path to the first team. And now we just using them as a facade. You know, Kobe Mino can get a game. Pete was right last time. We developed these young talents instead of transitioning them into the first team. They have to wait, and we go by people to come and just take their spots.
Yeah, big up.
I agree.
Big up.
Kone's better. Kone's better.
Listen, big up.
Collier.
Big up to Pete wherever it is, by the way. As well. But yeah, people, love, like, Luani. Big up. We'll be back for match reaction tomorrow after the game. If you're around, please come and join us. The game, but I don't feel too great.
Give them a legit path to the first team. Toby Collier now is
Luani, save it for tomorrow. Save it for tomorrow.
Kone's better, man. Kone's better.
Save it for tomorrow, yeah?
Nordin, can I just have one word before we go? I just wanted to say, I think Lesso made a brilliant point when it comes to the African players of the team. And you know, that's one reason to keep Onana, because we have brought in Mbumu, who is Cameroonian, and we also have other African players like Ahmad, Ivory Coast, and you know, there's
Burma, Cameroon as well, and Burma,
Cameroon. So we have strong. They are strong footballing traditions in Africa, and you know, they came to Man United because they love Man United. This is the club where they want to play, and you know, if keeping Onana means we are able to bring in, let's say, Baleba, because they're both Cameroonian, I think it will be wise to keep Onana, and maybe Onana will be better because of this. Maybe he will feel more secure, you know, playing around other Africans, and maybe that will be a good thing. So who knows what will happen? You know, we have seen worse comeback. You know, the Maguire comeback. Who would have thought? You know, he looked terrible, and then he was really good again. So you know, anything can happen when it comes to football. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, maybe you're right. But people, please, like I said, make sure you check out everybody on their socials: YouTube, Tactical Devils, Twitch, Elmo20, Malawa Lawani 79 on X, Black Rain on X, YouTube, Lesso Football TV, Andrew Ellis on X. Big up to every one of you. Please smash a like on your way out. Subscribe to the channel. We're 27 away from 500. So for the channel that's shadow banned, we're doing all right. Free Palestine.
Free Palestine every time.
Always, bro. Always.
Always.
Island, man. United Island.
Always, bro.
Congo, free Sudan, free Haiti, free Tigray, free everywhere where people are oppressed. Solidarity with all the indigenous people worldwide. And people have asked me before why I don't say free Ukraine. I've got nothing against Ukrainian people. But Ukraine in their army have got literal Nazis. And I will never support Nazis. Look them up. They have got literal Nazis in their army. I will never support that. But my heart goes out to every Ukrainian innocent human being that's been killed. Yeah. And my heart is always with them. But I will never support their army. Love and light. Big up to everybody. Smash the like. Subscribe. Make sure you check out everybody else's channel. People. Tactical Devils. If you're on Twitch Gamer, get on there. Lesso, are you back on the channel? Are you making videos again on the channel? Or what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm thinking of doing so. It's just that I didn't have
There
the time. But I think after the Y20 summit, I'm
you go. He's
considering
working
going
hard.
back.
He's working hard. So yeah, let us know when that. And big up people. Go and check out Musa Reacts as well. Musa's back
Yeah,
on it.
big up Musa.
Mr. Qualified
Musa.
himself. Go and check his channel out. He's back at it again. Big up Musa, Mr. Qualified, our brother Musa. But anyway, take care, people. Love and light. Look after each other. Good night.
Good night.